So how did this thing exactly work?
It would move one way or the other way.
Is it legal?
This is a Reynolds 1910 envelope sealer.
This is really neat. This is something that definitely made a company's business easier. And when this thing was in proper working order and you had a great operator who was doing 50 to 100 envelopes a minute. I love it. I mean, there's things that they did back then they don't do today. I mean, you don't see gold leafing on office equipment anymore. And this right here, they could have made this for a little less money, but it wouldn't have looked good. In this time period, aesthetics were very, very important. So how did this thing exactly work?
The sticky part of the envelope would be here, fed through this way.
Through there.
Yeah. Come out, and then from what I figured out was that you had to close it, push it through these other series of rollers.
Okay.
There we go.
Cool. So you want to sell it?
I'd like to, yes.
How much you want for it?
I was thinking about 400.
It's more of a decorator thing than it is a collector thing, you know what I mean? Weird little things like this go for a couple $100 in this size. I'll give you 100 for it.
Can you do 100 and a half?
I'll tell you what, I'll give you 125 for it.
135.
125 for it.
135.
Just because I'm a wonderful human being, I will go 130.
All right, 130.
Thanks. All right, follow me and we'll do some paperwork on it.
Okay.
Earlier, a woman came in with an old police baton. She says it can spray tear gas, but I'm also concerned that it could hold a shotgun shell, which is super illegal. So I called up Alex to come down and check it out. Touch at your own risk.
He's scared.
You're worried about this thing?
It doesn't seem legit. I know they made 2 different types.
They did. I think the concern is some were easily converted to shoot shotgun shells. So this was actually made by a company called Federal Laboratories. They were in Pennsylvania, and it's a tear gas billy club. So it's 2 weapons at once. So in order to load it, you'd break it in half. You'd insert the tear gun canister on this side, and it would be held in back here. You'd screw it back on, and now it's loaded and ready to go with tear gas. Now it has a safety. So you could use it as a baton or a billy club, and this was very popular. They made this for law enforcement, used in prisons, asylums, even military police.
Is it legal?
I'm not an attorney. I have not had one myself or tried to sell one. Could you get a shotgun shell in that and actually fire it? Maybe. And if you can get off 1 round, ATF says it's a sawed-off shotgun, essentially, which is so illegal.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't take the risk.
I appreciate you coming down.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
I'm really sorry.
Wait, fingerprints
Thank you.
off this?
Yeah, get mine off too, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's too gray of an area to deal with. I'm gonna have to pass. Just don't get pulled over on the way home.
Thank you.
Earlier, a guy brought in a railroad measuring instrument from the 1800s. It's really cool, but I have no idea what it's worth. So I called in Mark, my train guy. If there's anybody who will know what this is, it'll be him. This is a...
EQUILIBRISTAT.
EQUILIBRISTAT.
So it is. It is a very cool piece. It was designed by D.J. Whitmore, and he was the chief civil engineer of the Milwaukee Road during their Pacific extension.
So does this thing actually work?
It appears that it does. They would mount this in the car, and as the railroad car went around the curve, if the elevation was out of kilter, it would move one way or the other way, and you could see that in the mercury going through the tubes.
What would it be worth?
It's very well made, and it looks to be in excellent condition. I would say somewhere between $2,000 and $5,000.
Well, thanks, man.
You're very welcome, Rick. Thank you.
All right.
It was
Thank
a
you,
pleasure
sir.
meeting you.
Pleasure.
Enjoy. The EQUILIBRISTAT is very rare, and that is the first one I've ever seen.
Okay. What's your best price on it?
Well, knowledge helped me increase the price, and how about $3,500?
I'm gonna assume I'm gonna get 2 out of it, and I would be more than willing to pay you $1,000 for it.
Well, could you do a little better?
I could do $1,100.
Cheers.
Thanks, man. I'll meet you right over there, and we'll do some paperwork.